Economic problems in Mexico. The open unemployment in Mexico rose to 4.06% January this year, comparing to the last year that was 3.96%. This income will not be aimed at investments or production projects, but to maintain the governmental structure that consumes 80% of our taxes. This raises new crisis scenarios in the medium term. The structural weakness of finance highly dependent on oil prices, Mexican government and the steady decline in the production of these resources had a budgetary impact, unfortunately, to raise dependence of Mexico with the U.S., the lack of progress production, corruption of the Mexican state, and exclusive concentration of national wealth. Mexico quickly felt the effects of an economic crisis in the neighboring country. The effects took a few months to become. And finally, since 2008, the Mexican peso went into a series of depreciations against the US dollar, led him to lose about 25% of its value by 2009. If in 2006 the dollar was bought at 10.77 pesos, in 2009 was bought at 13.79 pesos per dollar.
I'm going to talk about the poverty in Haiti, which is one of the poorest countries in all over the world, and is the poorest in the continent of America. This is a poor country because of the low interest of people of growing economically talking, and of the government too, because 50% of the population, they don't have a job. That is a lot of people. Haiti is not a huge country with a huge population, but the population have to have a job to grow economically talking. And also the natural disasters like the earthquake of 7.0 that happened in the January of 2010. So since there, the economy of Haiti have been awful. They doesn't have any hope, and it is difficult for a country to grow from the ruins. So like they don't have any money because of the damages. They spent $7.8 billion making houses, schools, and also the school isn't good enough for that country, because the education is so basic and sometimes even basic enough. So Haiti had no chances to grow with that government and that kind of people.
Hi, I'm about to talk about the financial problem in Greece. Well, the financial problem in Greece starts back then in 1945 when it was the First World War, because most of the industries and corporations were destroyed during that time, and the corporations that wasn't destroyed at that time were destroyed on the Second World War. So it left a quarter of the population of Greece unemployed, and it put the government in a very delicate situation that it mostly make the government to ask for loans to other countries of Europe that are based all in the euro system, and there are a lot of incomings on Greece, because Greece is a very fancy pants country. They want to expend a lot of money doing a lot of things for the tourism, their people. And talking about the people, the population is increasing since 2009. so they need to spend a lot of money in that. So, well, like Greece is a very touristic country, a lot of people go there, and it makes a little of entrance of the money. But because it's a touristic place, the government wants to make it more fancy, more glamorous, and it makes the government to spend a lot of money. And then when it arrives the times to pay to the other countries the debt they have, they don't have enough money to pay them, and it makes to them to increase the taxes, and the people cannot afford the taxes because a quarter of the population is unemployed because of the problem of the industries.